feel low, even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. Good morning, and it's October the 4th, and the weekly Magic from Magic YouTube channel had some absolute craziness. And we're going to talk about the craziest of craziness right now. Because we're introducing Magic 30th Edition. Now, these are not tournament legal cards that have an alternate back, much like some of the decks back in the day, back in the original day, the tournament decks that had the alternate backs. However, I'm going to talk about these cards, and you're going to freak. And, it says right off the bat, the cards are not tournament legal. They come in a box of 4 boosters. Each pack contains 15 cards, 13 cards in a modern frame, 1 rare, 3 uncommons, 7 commons, and 2 basic lands, plus 1 basic land in a retro frame and 1 additional retro frame card and a token. Now, these tokens are taken from artwork that was in the original set. These are based in alpha. These cards are like alpha cards. And these cards, they will go on sale on November the 28th. And they will be listed, on Magic's website. But they're going to cost you. So they take the original alpha art, and you'll either see them mostly in a modern frame, or, like I said, there are 2 slots for a retro frame. One land and 1 retro frame, and then like I said, they have tokens that take artwork that was used in these cards, and they made tokens for various token creatures that common token creatures that you would use in a Magic set. But like I said, this is going to cost you. And a lot of you are going to balk at the price because it is $999. And a lot of you say, just listen to the professor, buy singles. If you want actual singles cards, yeah. But this is a special edition. This is directed at the collectors, the whale collectors. If you want, cards like Black Lotus, because they are superly bending the reserve list for this. So if you want alpha cards and this is a set, specially alpha, special edition alpha cards, 30th anniversary edition. this is the set you want. So we're going to start off way at the bottom here with the first two creatures. First up is the classic Sarah Angel. For 2 white and 3, a 4/4 angel with flying, and they actually say vigilance. They don't use the old school word. They modernized a lot, with the wording to make it fit better for, a modern play and modern sets. And then we have the classic Melissa Benson artwork of Shiva Dragon. This is the Shivan dragon that I lusted after. Melissa Benson's artwork is always banger, and this is one that I always wanted and was never able to get. Although I do have some modern Shivan dragons right now. The Shivan dragon is 2 red and 4 for a 5/5 dragon with flying. You pay 1 red. Shiva Dragon gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And next up, they have 2 of the basic lands, a forest and an island. But these are in the retro framed, and the retro framed ones, instead of having the tap symbol, they actually use the original tap wording. So if you want to feel super nostalgic about your basic lands, hoo-ha! They don't even have the T tap that you get in revised. This is old school. It says tap, the word tap. Next up, we have Wrath of God. And it's two white and 2 colorless. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. And the retro frame one has the original white mana symbol, which has more points on it than the current common mana symbol. And the next cards we have up are called the 1 mana for 3 cards, is what they were kind of referred to them as. And I'm going to save the blue one for last because it's the craziest one. We have Healing Salve, and it actually has the choose 1 instead of the wording that they had back in the day. So either target player gains 3 life or prevent the next 3 damage that would be dealt to any target this turn. That's for 1 white mana. 1 black mana gets you, for Dark Ritual, you add 3 mana. And Classic Lightning Bolt. 1 red mana, Lightning Bolt deals 3 damage to any target. Fun, fun, fun. And Giant Growth for 1 green mana, target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Next up, we have the 2 versions of Tropical Island, a dual land. Yes, dual freaking lands. Except they use the the modern tech tap to add blue, red, green, or blue, and they do not have the what I call the Wayback Machine artwork for their text box. It's just like a retro border like you would find in the dual type lands you'd find in something like Modern Horizons 2 or whatnot, a more standard retro frame. That, half the box is green, half the box is blue. And next up, they show two of the tokens. So they use the artwork from Righteousness to make a 1/1 soldier token, and the artwork from Fast Bond to make a 1/1 blue human wizard token, which a lot of you might balk at because, wasn't Fast Bond green? Well, that's what the artwork they chose, and because he was wearing the wizard outfit, and this is the most wizardly thing that we got here. And the next two cards are gonna blow your ass freaking minds. Because I told you I would save the blue 3 of until last. This is a blue 3 of. 3 for 1. They called it. Ancestral Recall. 1 blue mana, target player draws 3 cards. Duff! But you're saying, isn't that a reserve list card? Like I said, they're bendy. They are literally almost all the way over with the reserve list here. And the next card is going to even make you crazier than crazy. Because mind you, you can get this in the retro frame as well as the modern frame. So the next card is Black Lotus. Yes, Black freaking Lotus. 0 casting cost. Tap it. Add 3 mana of any one color. Who bloody ha! So it's my understanding that they are going to be doing the entire alpha set. And you get 4 packs per. It comes in a box of 4 packs for $999. It's $1,000 for this. And this is going to be a limited print run. So, this comes out on November 28th, and for you who want to collect it, who have the money for it, set your calendars for that, because it will be on Wizard's site that day, much like a secret lair. And I have a feeling that there are going to be some collectors that are going to want these. So, hoo-ha for that. So, next up, I spoke about a couple of these the artifact archive type cards, that the retro artifacts that they were having in Brothers War. Well, so I'm going to give you those 2 cards right now. I'm going to start off with one that we know fairly well. Phyrexian Revoker. 2 colorless mana for a 2/1 Phyrexian horror. As Phyrexian revoker enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated. And then we have Howling Mine. 2 colorless mana, or an artifact that reads, at the beginning of each player's draw step, Howling Mine is untapped. That player draws an additional card. So this is a card, that many players have sought out. If you're playing a Shieldred deck, oh look, everybody draws more cards, which means your opponents are losing life on their turn and you're gaining life on your turn. So, hoo-ha! Next up, we're going to talk about we've already talked about the Urza card and how it's, the 2 cards melded together to make the Urza Planeswalker. Now we're going to talk about the other side in Mishra. So, first up is Mishra Claimed by Gix. 1 black, 1 red, 2 colors for a 3/5 legendary Phyrexian human artificer. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Mishra Claimed by Gix and a creature named Phyrexian Dragon Engine are attacking and you both own and control them, exile them, then meld them into Mishra Lost to Phyrexia. It enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So what is Phyrexian Dragon Engine? Well, Phyrexian Dragon Engine is 3 colorless mana for a 2/2 artifact creature Phyrexian Dragon with double strike. When Phyrexian Dragon Engine enters the battlefield from your graveyard, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. It unearths for 2 red and 3 colorless. So, what is Mishra Lost to Phyrexia? You take those 2 cards, Mishra Claimed by Gix and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, and if you're attacking with both of them, you exile them, flip them over because these are flip cards. You meld them together into this one big card where it becomes Mishra Lost to Phyrexia. Legendary artifact creature Phyrexian Artificer is a 9/9. Whenever Mishra Lost to Phyrexia enters the battlefield or attacks, choose 3. Target opponents discard 2 cards. Mishra deals 3 damage to any target. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Creatures you control gain menace and trample until end of turn. Creatures you don't control gain -1/-1 until end of turn. Create 2 tapped Power Stone tokens. Yahoo! Excuse me. That is beefy, powerful, and oh my God. So, this is insanity. Well, it's almost 20 minutes for this, so I'm going to end it here and leave you guys to wonder about all these insane cards. So until the next video, hoo-ha!